It's 6:03 here, Wednesday, April the 23rd, 58 degrees now, partly to mostly sunny. We're headed up around 80 again. Good morning, I'm John Doman.
I'm Michelle Bash. Our top local story, a federal judge says the Trump administration is acting in bad faith in the case of the Salvadoran man living in Prince George's County who was mistakenly deported and sent to a prison in El Salvador. WTOP's Luke Lukert has the latest for us.
Judge Paul Lazinas added that the administration is obstructing the legal process and ignoring court orders by refusing to provide updates on how they plan to free Abrego Garcia. Trump administration officials have argued that any information about steps taken to bring him back is protected by state secrecy and general government privileges. In an order yesterday, the judge says the administration has, quote, sought refuge behind the vague and unsubstantiated assertions of privilege, using them as a shield to obstruct discovery and evade compliance. In that order, she gave them until 6 p.m. today to provide more details. The Supreme Court 2 weeks ago ordered the Trump administration to facilitate Abrego Garcia's return to the U.S. Luke Lukert, WTOP News.
A majority of the Supreme Court could end up siding with a group of Montgomery County public school parents who want to be able to opt their children out of lessons with LGBTQ-themed books, saying it violates their right to raise their children according to their faith. During yesterday's arguments, Justice Samuel Alito pointed out that the parents didn't want to force the county to change the curriculum, while Justice Brett Kavanaugh accused the county of not respecting religious liberty. A lawyer for the county says the school system, one of the most religiously diverse in the country, and that the school board has a difficult time balancing the interests of that diverse community. A decision probably not coming until later on this summer.
The Purcellville Police Department will not be disbanded this year. The town council had planned to dissolve the force to save some money, but WTOP's Neil Laugenstein tells us a temporary compromise has been reached.
Why would you risk the lives when it's known that officers from Leesburg or somewhere else cannot arrive fast enough? Response time 10 to 15 minutes instead of 6.
Dozens of residents voiced their opposition to the town council's plan. Loudoun County Board of Supervisors Chair Phyllis Randall said the sheriff hadn't requested funding to provide service to Purcellville since he hadn't been consulted.
Mayor, you have not reached out to me at any point to have a discussion about budget allocations or adjustments.
The town council voted to fully fund its police department through next year, with the agreement they'd have a full budget session and discuss the possibilities with Loudoun County and the sheriff's office. Neil Laugenstein, WTOP News.
Nearly half of those who rent in the district can't afford it, according to a new study by D.C.'s Fiscal Policy Institute. We get that story from WTOP's Alan Etter.
The rent is high and going higher in Washington.
The district is not doing enough to provide rent relief or provide affordable housing to these individuals with lower incomes.
Michael Cohn is co-author of a recent analysis that shows 44.7% of everybody who rents in D.C. are what they call rent burden. That means they pay 30% or more of their income in rent. And the problem is worse among people of color, with 54.5% of black renters and 43.9% of Hispanic renters struggling. The figure is 35.8% among white renters. Focusing on low-income renters with an income at or below $32,500 a year, 85.2% are rent burdened, and those people are predominantly black. Cohn says recent legislation framed at addressing some of this actually provides more support for landlords and not those in need of assistance. Alan Etter, WTOP News.
There was a lot of excitement when the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network announced that it had a new direct-to-customers streaming option called Masson Plus.
Oh, I was excited.
Yeah,
I don't
was
get it
too.
at home.
Very interesting. Well, some people who chose to buy a regular season package for just under $90, that's the cost that it was supposed to be, well, they were mistakenly charged almost $9,000. Masson tells the Baltimore Sun only a handful of customers were impacted, and they were immediately issued refunds.
Decimal points matter.